All right, good evening. Well, that took a little while to come up, and that's peaked. Sorry. All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Tonight we are in Pillars of Eternity. We're now back into the main quest line after having basically done everything. But that is a little loud. No, it's fine. Okay, so we've done all of our side quests. Okay, that is, somehow that is peaking a bit too much. Give me 2 seconds. Check. A little bit better. Okay, as long as I don't get too close. There you go. I think the filters are doing something funny. We'll have a look at it later. Anyway, it's a good distance. Anyway, so we finished White March 1 and 2 last week. We also finished, well, the week before. We also finished the Depths Below. So what we have left is, I'll go down to the tasks because they're easiest to look at first. We need to forge the Blade of the Endless Paths. So we have all the pieces. We need to take that to the smithy in the Paladin Tower thing. I forget what they're called. We've got a bounty, but we can't do that until Elmshore. We have our companion quests. So what we're going to do is we'll swap out a character for Durance, and we'll also swap out for Pallegina, and then come back and we'll take Sagani later on. So if we have a look at our party, what we'll do is we'll go over our rest and probably swap out Devil of Carrick and right, let's do party. Actually, let's check party comp. Right, she's got stuff that I don't want to leave behind. Actually, you could probably go actually, well, she's soulbound there. Stiletto one-handed. Yeah, I could have gone a... There is a soulbound stiletto that she could have. I might soulbind that actually. She's got one soulbound weapon there already. We drop that out. She can keep that with her. And then she can equip that there. And we'll bind soul. Yes. Okay, and then we'll offload these. Stash. Stash. She can keep that. That'll go over here. She can hang on to that. That's also worth hanging on to. She can hang on to that. We'll offload her. Right, party comp. Who's on admission? Kana. Well, that's fine. All right, so you're dismissed.
If you say so.
I do. And Palladini, you're back in. Who is the other person I was going to take who's got an easy? Durance. So I'll drop. Yep. Inventory. All right, you get your ivory worm. Boots of stability. Guardian spirit, that's fine. You can keep that. You can keep that. You can keep that. You can keep that. Keep that. And keep that. In fact, what I can do... No, Durance will be a spellcaster too. So let's go... Go send those to stash. Yes, that's soulbound. They're unique. They're fine. Okay. Okay, Zawa, you're
Very
dismissed. Durance, you're back in. Accept that. Formation. Okay, priest, you can go back. Chanter. No, hang on, you're not a chanter, you're the... Yep, that looks good. Alright, let's level up Algena, and then we'll also set up her gear as well. Alright, so we're level 9. I'm going to bring up Law. Level 10. Go critical focus. Okay, level 8. So you can do all the good stuff. Then we're going to go points into survival, but we can't do that just yet. Level 11. Okay, level 12. Survival. And athletics in a minute. Okay, so level 12. We're looking at I may not have the thing she needs. Yeah, I think I've missed something. Um, hmm. Uh, hmm. I think she's missing something. I'm missing something. We'll give that a shot. Okay, I said we're going to go points into athletics. All right, level 13. We want sacred immolation. Level 14. Got 8 points. I could go again. Don't know that she's got the sign of flame or whatever it is I need. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there it is. Okay, level 15. Second wind is good. Go. No, level 8 law is good. Okay, level 15. Um, I think I missed the exhortation. Reviving. Did I have reviving? I did. It's level 15 though. I do like reviving exhortation though. Alright, then we'll be doing Durance's leveling up as well. And her aggressive. No, she should really be support. Character sheet. Character sheet. Where did I have that? Okay, class behavior. We go support. Got it. Alright, giants. Let's level you up. I did strip you of everything, didn't I? I did. Okay, you got good law. Let's get you more athletics. Okay, giants. They're level 10. Should have had Inspired Flame previously. Okay, level 11. We're going to go... Keep bumping athletics. A spell at 11. Prayer against infirmity. Level 12. We'll keep bumping. Alright, level 12. Sign of Flame. Nope. Heart of the Storm. Well, I kind of do want Sign of Flame. I also want Heart of the Storm. Okay, level 6 is done. Level 13. Fire Blessing. Level 14. Can't level up any of that stuff. Heart of the Storm. And Dire Blessing. I grab Dire Blessing. At level 15. We're going to go more athletics and might as well give him some more mechanics as well. Level 15. For against bewilderment, I think. We'll go Devotions for the Faithful. And that's that. All right, once we've got access, okay, let's inventorize. I thought there was a way to rearrange. Nope, nope, nope. Doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna set everybody up. So let's go inventory. Again, is going to be should be like so we got rid of Zawa. Grants will be I wouldn't say ranged. Let's swap weapon gear. What's that? Unique shield pistol. Okay, he's got nothing. All right, let's get him kitted out. What has she got? Heavy. We've already got one flail area. I'm going to go something to beat that. I put deflection of 9, deflection. Go with that. Finger protection. A good belt. Neck. Unusable road priest. Fair enough. Now we want a belt. Okay, we want to give him his fast stuff. We'll give that. Scrolls of Valor. We'll put one of those back in stash. There was Creature. And we'll go a Wall of Flame is pretty good. Fine one, we don't want that. I'm going to give him something unique if possible. Here's 13 to 20. 16 to 23, that's average. And that's fast. Although there is a recommendation, I could possibly go sword and board. And then give him a great big sword. Which I don't have. One's a two-handed. Rod is two-handed. Morning Star's 2. Great Sword is 2. 2. 1. Let's see how that goes. Everything else is a two-hander. That's a one-hander. Whispers of Yenwood wouldn't be bad. We'll see how that goes. Alright, that seems reasonable. Let's kit her out. Alright, what do we got? We got Caper withdrawal. No, I don't want that. Let's give her something better. Better gloves. G'day, Ash. Not too bad, thanks, mate. Yourself? How are you going? I don't know. Maybe a design choice. He certainly looks like that before I kitted him out. Looks even more like it after I kitted him out too. Okay, let's have a look. What have I got? Suppress affliction. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Put that on a good belt. On Juggernaut. Decrease crit. I mean, the decrease crit looks good. Fine, you get decreased crit. You get +4 dex. Although unarmed strike, you're never going to be an unarmed strike. Restore light endurance. We've got good heavy on you. You got a good shield. Hey, a fine large. I do have unique preservation. Exceptional, that's medium. It's worth it because it's labelled. Huh. Well, yeah, true. He is not that durable, I will give you that. Okay, that looks reasonable. Now, what's her sword? Okay, so she's got minor endurance, power, fleet feet, minor endurance, decent rings, straight up heavy armor, which has got nothing on it. Let's have a look what else we've got in here. It's a medium. Hunter's Mail's not bad, but she really should be heavy armor. Nope, that's light. Hand and key. Fine. The draining touch. It matters how close she's going to get. I will just go with that for now and see what happens. I think she's relatively well set up. Relatively. Right. Will you fit that? Put that back in the stash. You will take that. Nice. Okay. I think we're set up. Actually, what's her sword? Unique. Unique. I don't want to give her a pistol. I'd rather put her in with like a two-hander, like Whispers of Yenwood. I thought there was a two-hander. One-hander. Okay, so Whispers of Yenwood goes primary, and we go Justice as her secondary. I mean, a unique Morningstar wouldn't be bad. Spell still, but see, she doesn't use. All right, party. Let's go chuck some stuff in one of these crates. Okay. Retaliation, sneak attack bonus, and superb. Now, the only rogue I really have is Devil of Karok, and you can't swap her armor out. Alright, that looks decent. We'll keep the dragon trap. Braces of deflection can go. Bonus draining, superb. No one uses wands. No one uses crossbows. Although that's pretty damn good. Okay, you can drop off. No one uses that. No one uses that. No one uses that. No one uses that. Spears. No one uses one of those. Dragon eggs. That's a good ingredient. That is leveled up. Hang on to that. Unarmed strike. You see, I should have given that to Zawa, but he never uses it. Hang on to that. Hang on to that. Well, hang on to those. Let's put that away. Put that away. Suppressed affliction just never seemed to get used, really. Okay, party people, let's go have a... We're not all with resting, so we'll go rest. We'll go visit the trader. Actually, no, we won't. We're going to head all the way back to Defiance Bay. We're going to craft the sword, take rest there, and push on. Alright, it's only taken me a little while to get everybody all set up. We are set up. So, the next thing we need to look at is we're set up for Pellegrina's quest. We're going to talk to Durance to move his quest along. We can get Sagani when we go find the Adra Arch. Rivas, we'll get him when we get to Elmshaw. And I'm hoping like crazy that I have leveled up. Well, not leveled up. I've visited every site possible in Defiance Bay. The Crucible Keep. That's what I go to. Crucible Keep. And of course, Aloth's going to make his usual silly comments.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Okay, we're good. Let's roll. We're going to go to First Fires and get the Blade of the Endless Paths sorted out. That'll be another task complete. And then well, we're in a position where we're going to hit the last mission, really, of Act 2. I don't want to make big saves, because if I screw this up, it's going to be a bit of coming back to get it sorted out. I mean, it's entirely possible I'm going to screw it up. All right.
Right fetching feathers, lass.
Repeat, please, in Adiran. And stand closer so I can grab your neck if you said what I think you did.
That was Isilmir. She likes your feathers.
Thanks, but I'm not interested, Isilmir.
Check map. I'm pretty sure I've been in everywhere. Right, double check the map. Yep, everything shows that we've been in here. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Okay, sell that off. Keep it named. I don't like all these other bits and pieces. Let's see. Of might, quickness. I don't see we need that, to be honest. I'm not using these necklaces. Spell defense wouldn't be bad. I think I might need that later on. That's named quickness. Braces of deflection. Right, let's sell off a bunch of stuff I'm not using. Okay. I'm not really using a bunch of these. I'm not using Merciless Gaze. I'm not using Minor Recovery. I'm not using Minor Regen. Even Spirit Shield and Wizard's Double I'm not really using. I mean, I had a major regen. At the point here, though, the battles... not needing this stuff. I mean, I'm level 16. I'm producing through mostly okay. Go with that. I'm going to go... We need camp supplies. I don't think I'm getting camping supplies out of him. Okay, let's have a look. Unique Estoc, two-handed, slow. Now that damage is pretty good. Anyway. Let's get in there and make a big save. Alright, again, let's check and see what we got. Okay, we've been everywhere. Big save. We'll do 2 separate saves here. I have an invitation. I thought I had an invitation. Right, okay. They want me to go to the Dunran house first. Alright, that was the wrong way around. I have my invitation. Just not letting me in. Right. You'd think that people would recognise what I'd done and levelling up and everything else, but no. We want to go to Breckenbury. Alright, upstairs. Double check I've seen everything downstairs. I have. Alright, push through. Double check I've seen everything on this floor. I have.
How fares your search? What of them? Good. Avar Wolfgren looks to the Crucible Knights as a voice of reason and order. Speaking from their section should lend you credibility with him. You need waste no more time here.
Well, I
Get to the
was up at
palace.
the palace.
Make your case to the Duke. With him on our side, all of Deerwood can be mobilized against the Leaden Key, and Theos can be rooted out. I only wish I could be there to see it. There is a very old bottle of a very good brandy that I have been saving for a special day. If you hurry back afterward, there may be a little left for you. Off with you. You're going to do very well in there.
Alright. All that effort for an extra 4 level loading screens. But it should give us a trophy for finishing Act 2. I was in the right spot. Alright, first fires. Now we're into the Ducal Palace. Ducal Palace? Ducal Palace? All right, let's go.
Well then, answer me this, Master Barash. If you Animancers represent our best hope to cure the legacy, what progress can you demonstrate?
Ramir de Barask is originally from Palminia. He's one of the finest minds in Animancy to come out of the Valian Republics. He left for Defiance Bay 5 years ago, because he believed this was the true heart of Animancy research.
As I've said, it isn't about progress, it's about potential.
My house would agree, Your Grace. We see great potential in its future.
And I suppose your blazing profits during the legacy don't have nothing to do with that, do they, Dominel? You can't have it both ways no more! Animancy goes, or this country goes!
So you admit, Master Barask, that Animancy is no closer to stopping the legacy than it ever was.
No, we've had many promising experiments. Cadman Azo has shown...
Cadman Azo murdered a child. For a complete failure. We should be hanging him right now for what he done. The dozens won't stand for it.
The experiment failed, yes, but his work...
Ah, our new delegate from the Knights of the Crucible. What makes you say sabotage?
The fuck's that even matter? These are people who would toy with the lives of our children.
Indeed. Even assuming there was sabotage, is this Animancer Azo not still accountable here?
Horseshit. These Animancers can't be trusted. Look at what happened in Heritage Hill. Our supposed protectors from Crucible Keep can't even clean up the messes Animancy leaves.
Your Grace, we'd have a much easier time of it if our knights weren't so occupied trying to keep their organization from igniting a revolution on our very doorstep.
Heritage Hill is blood on your hands, Justiciar. You turn a blind eye and look what happens.
You've some strange taste in travels, friend. The height of your tales expands with every breath. I'll grant that you look the part. Tell us what you saw in Heritage Hill. Even if it is as you say, we have testimony that a group of Animancers had been spending time there. Surely their tinkering had something to do with this.
Animancy has many enemies. You need only look around this room to see it.
You're missing the point. Everywhere there's Animancers, there's disaster. We all know what Widewind's legacy's really about. And it ain't about some sparkling saint from Creed Ceres who's mad because he took a stroll down the wrong bridge. It's about a bunch of so-called intellectuals fucking with the natural order while the rest of us gotta suffer for it.
Tell us what you really think.
Is it, though? Should we not take the time to reach a clear conclusion? I mean, what proof do we have?
My son and daughter are buried beneath the floor of my house. We don't own no land, so that's where we lay them. My son, my wife let him slip when she was bathing him. Got water in his lungs he couldn't cough up. My daughter, we put her to bed one night, and the next morning she wasn't breathing. This Hollowborn thing, it ain't ending. And it ain't ending because we still let these charlatans play God. There's your proof, you damn copper fucker!
Enough, Adric. Lady Dominel makes a point. If it's animancy, then why do the other states that permit the practice not suffer the same fate? Who among us can say he truly understands why the legacy has taken hold here?
Beasts. Another lunatic at the hearing. Did you remember to lock your sanitarium before you left, Master Barask?
Huh? I didn't fall off a dinosaur.
You must know, friend, that the leaden key is a mantle for small-time ruffians and children at play. I'm not saying you're a liar. Not yet. But you'd better start making sense of all this. Help us believe you.
No self-respecting member of the Dozens is gonna let these animancers keep casting their black magics in the same districts where there's children being born! I don't know about all of this.
Ah, right. Got it.
You've made an unexpected case, friend. I'll say that much. It seems we have a new possibility to consider, at the very least. How was it you came to learn all this? I see. I'm impressed the Knights seized such an unlikely opportunity to find an end to all of this. But these hearings are about more than Widewind's legacy, even though that is our most pressing concern. Let's say for the moment that I were to take you at your word that our friends in Brackenberry Sanitarium and their peers bear no responsibility for this curse upon my country. I'm curious, what would you do if you were in my position?
Diverus? Leante ignare.
Whatever.
Very well. That is all I wish to hear. Not just from you, but from everyone. Many days we've been at this. It is time we put it to rest. I want to thank the delegations for helping me collect my thoughts, and our new delegate, who, if nothing else, has made this final day a little more interesting. The time has come to choose a direction for the Deerwood. I am ready to make my pronouncement. Ramir de Barash, representing the interests of animancers in Deerwood, step forward.
Your Grace.
The arguments for and against animancy are both strong in their own way. I must be careful in my judgment.
Forgive me, Your Grace. We will accept no judgment but our own.
What's he doing? No! Avenge the new!
No, wait!
Stop this at once!
Right.
I've given you every chance to end this pursuit. Shall I end it for you? Another time. I am already late.
Kaplat. Splat, splat, splat. Alright. Blah, 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 blah.
Shall I end it for you?
I am already at peace, Grand Inquisitor. Are you?
So be it. If you desire no end, you shall have none. I find you guilty of heresy. May the eternal prison bar your soul from passage, for it is beyond redemption.
Ooh. Dun 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 dun. Don't go out. Okay, I won't. Alright. Alrighty, we should now be at the point we're going to be able to finish Act 2.
I was a fool to think I could tame these people.
You came...
A fine epitaph.
No worse than any.
What's in Twin Elms?
Did you pull that from my thoughts?
I've had time to practice.
Ah.
I was saving that for someone.
Yeah, for me.
Pity. You know this is how it has to be.
Prove it.
Hooray, Act 2 complete.
Smoke rises above the city walls in billowing plumes that blacken the sky like a storm. Behind the walls, the riots rage on. Known patrons of Animancy are forced into hiding as looters ransack their estates and make off with their possessions. Animancers are torn away from their families and dragged from their homes to be stoned to death in the streets. Word had spread immediately that Duke Avar had been assassinated, and that an Animancer was to blame. The city wasted little time in exacting revenge, and little effort into evaluating guilt. In the center of it all, Brackenbury Sanitarium burned. And down the lane, Hodred House, the last bastion of stability in the Deerwood, had fallen silent. Now safely outside the city gate, your path points eastward to Twin Elms, where Theos is bound, for reasons that remain mysterious as the Leaden Key itself.
Dun dun dun. Hooray, Act 2 is done. Okay, so we're going to get... I mean, Twin Elms has got a bunch of stuff, but if we can get, I guess, other locations first. I think I've scanned most locations already.
Please stop. I need to tell you something.
I have not been entirely honest about my motives for traveling with you up to this point. When I finished my training in Adir, I was introduced to an organization. All I knew was that they were opposed to the unchecked spread of Animancy, and that they could guarantee me postings far away from the Seathwood my father and his earl. At that time, it was enough. In the early years, I thought of them as many things. Hooded men, prudent teachers, the Leaden Key. Their rules were strict, but their guidance was clear. I sincerely believe they wanted to keep Kith from the folly of their own foolish ambitions. I came to the Deerwood a little over a year ago. My orders were to gather information on Animancy in the region. A senior contact met with me every few months to receive my reports and issue new leads. She sent me to Gilded Vale to keep an eye on events surrounding the local lord, but I lost track of her shortly after that. I don't know if she was reassigned, killed, or sacrificed the way you saw. At the time you met me, I'd been on my own for a couple of months. I needed some kind of direction. And after that scrape with the locals, I was ready to get out of town. But then you mentioned the hooded figures in the machine, and I was sure you were on the trail of the leaden key. And I was correct in a way. What we found wasn't what I expected. I knew the leaden key was trying to stop animancy, but I didn't realize how far they'd gone. Murder, sabotage, abandoning entire districts to shambling horrors. Now the whole city is up in flames. I'm still not sure about animancy, but I know I've been following the wrong master. Please, accept my apology, and my service. Let me fight with you to stop Theos.
What have you been doing up to now?
And what do you really expect us to do with this too-late confession? Trust you on your word?
That would be an honor.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're... If doubts and curiosity plague you, carved? This staff is a history. Acts leave their mark. Some symbols fall into the ash, others blaze brighter. Memory, meaning. It's same as the memories in your head, perhaps more trustworthy. Random acts, things done with instinct. They may make lines burning briefly through the wood. Acts devised, planned, that stay with you. Symbols form and tell the story. It's like all memories, except the staff burns it true. When a thought's close, you see it clearer, brighter. Ones you forget, they get buried. But like rings in wood, the etchings remain. Keeps me grounded. Also, it's a solid walking stick. That symbol, the God Hammer. The 12 circles are a sign of the dozen on the bridge. The dozen of us that let the hammer fall on them, bridge, God, and all. If there's a symbol that is unlikely to ever fade, it's that one. I thought it might be the last the staff would ever hold. I was holding it that day on the bridge when Aethys fell. It was the spark put to the God Hammer. Might be the last light that touched Aethys before the pyre ate him.
All right, good chat. Dun, 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 dun. Right.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Okay. Hooray! Okay, let's have a look. What do we got? We got a fighter, a rogue, and a wizard, and a chanter.
Show him how it's done! I'll teach you.
Damn the ambassador. I told him there was a conspiracy. Again and again, I was ignored. Then the Duke's death, the riots, and now this. If the Leaden Key is targeting me, we need to warn the ambassador in first fires.
Nothing to write home about. Ooh, 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 ooh.
not getting through me. Risk. Hooray!
Slowly now.
Lava Ruby.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Lava Ruby on sea.
I'll see what I can find.
Alright, I'm sure it is. No. No. I didn't spend sessions leveling up in the White March, getting pounded by dragons and everything else, just to be told, oh, we're going to level everything else up.
Keeping an eye out.
Oh dear. That doesn't look helpful.
Lava Ruby on sea. Lava Ruby on sea. Lava Ruby on sea.
Elmshore Cave. Sure, I want to end up there at some point. I bet we go there now. I probably should have Sigani with me. I'm sure there's going to be an Adra Arch somewhere. I thought I already took care of Ida's issues.
Say what you want about Dear Woodens. They haven't met the problem yet that they couldn't solve by killing some scapegoats.
Lavaru, beyond. Lavaru, beyond. Seasons are in for a walloping. That's it. I shall.
Oh, that was the bounty. Well done, me.
I see where you're going with that.
I'll see what I can find. I'll see what I can find.
There's something you don't see every day.
Well done, Meg. Okay, we want to take care of the dragons first. The wisps can wait.
This thing isn't...
There's a lesson to be taught. Let's burn this away.
That's not very helpful.
No, it's not. Well done, team. Oh, come on. Well, I gotta go over that bridge at some point. Let's just save. Eesh. Okay, what do we got spell-wise? I got an area spell.
Lavaru, be on seek.
Nice and quiet.
Right, another bridge. And a ford. Looks like a ford to me. Come back to that. We've got Adra pillars. No, Sagani said Adra art. Okay, what do we got? Rock, earth elementals, earth blights, earth blight, earth blight, earth greater earth blight. Okay, we're going to take the beetle first. Then the dragon.
I'll teach you a lesson. through me.
Right, done.
I can think of a better place for this stuff.
You could.
Be cautious. Be constant.
We're copying a lot of damage to there. Go for it. Pop. Trolls and their dragons. Alright, we're going to be having a big rest. Okay, we're going to crack out the big spell.
That looks like it hurt.
Further than wrath.
Okay, Adra Arch. Alright, we're most of the way through the map here. Why didn't you engage the first time?
Lavaru.
Alright, that side of the bridge, that side of the river is done. Let's rest. Actually, we'll save and see if I can't get through here without needing a rest. I mean, I have burnt a lot of large spells doing this, a lot of level 8s.
Anyone suspected of treachery must be reported at once. Good, you have come. You have heard of the recent defections from our order caused by this apostate in Kratom. This is a dangerous woman whose lies spread like plague. She inspires chaos, sows conflict. Because of these unusual circumstances, I am speaking to all our initiates personally to ensure there is no more dissension. Who she was no longer matters. If her following continues to grow, there will be war, and all our work will be undone. You were recruited from Grey Tomb, were you not? You must have known this heretic woman, Yavara. This friendship has no place in our current state of affairs. This woman has marked herself an enemy of the gods. They will not look favorably upon her friends. I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this. If you do not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to. But you will answer to me as well.
Cool.
Nice and quiet.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
I'll take a peek.
Clearly that's going to be used for something. I just don't know what. I'd been here already. Whatever.
I can think of a better place for this stuff. No.
I'll see what I can find.
Hooray.
Tread carefully, Estremor.
Right. All right, okay. Hooray, I think.
Twin Elms. I've never been this far into Air Glanfath before.
All right. What was I told to do? Celestial sapling?
Greetings.
Right. Let's sell off some stuff like that. Okay, we end up with a whole bunch of stuff. Unnamed. 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 walk. I don't understand what that is. Anyway, we'll hang on to those anyway. Rid of that. I think we've ended up with a couple more items than I started out with, but we'll go with that. Hooray! Another task.
How do you do?
Hooray! I think. What did I get? Alright, so that was the sealed missive done, I think. Let's check journal. Champion of Barath. Gotta go back and do that. And I meant Fath. I gotta find out where to go for that. What's that? Stream in memory? No. Child of the Five Sons. And that's done. Right.
Well met, friend.
Hello!
We'll go Celestial Rest. Right, we're going to swap out Durant's
well
for a
met.
sec. Right, Durant's, you're out.
You walk your path, I'll walk mine.
Pagani, you're back in.
Wait. I don't know if I should go through with this. Make the trade deal with the Anamenfath. If a Valiant deal with the Glanfathens weakens the Deerwood, it could mean war for the Republics in the future. I could put the idea in the Anamenfath's head that the Republics are not interested in exclusive trade, but limited trade of goods that they do not already trade with the Deerwoodens.
Another Estramore. What do you want? Few Estramoran are given the freedom of our sacred city. That you ask for this person is suspicious. There are reasons we don't let you Estramoran roam our sacred city. Reasons I am coming to understand. Looters have grown bolder at the sights of the builders. The people of Defiance Bay set fire to their own city. And every week, the 3 Tusk Stelgar bring news of more desperate settlers pushing at our borders, trying to escape their plague of Anolfane children. Permitting more strangers the freedom of the city is out of the question right now. Go and be thankful that Anamfath Shimak doesn't sit in the passage of the Six today. He would not be so kind as I. You'd better explain yourself. There's no way you could have known this saying. Not unless you are a Galuth on Anams, a watcher of souls. Feralt's warning came before the Broken Stone War. Feralt, my ancestor on my mother's side, was Anamfath of our tribe then. When the Estramoric farmers defiled the builders' monuments, Feralt urged the other Anamfatha to patience, but louder, angrier voices prevailed. Feralt believed that the invaders could be taught to respect the builders as we do. He also believed the builders' souls had spread to all peoples, and that we should avoid needless conflict with others. More practically, he worried that a violent response would only spur further bloodshed across the generations, and you can see where we are today. While Feralt's words were shrewd, they were ignored back then. Simply remembering his warning now will not undo the wars and the changes that the years have seen. There is blood on these stones, and that is all anyone remembers now. Another Estramore came through here a few days ago and, well, letting him through was a mistake. One I am eager not to repeat. The Guided Compass tribe has a reputation for being too soft with Estramoran, one that will not be improved by my failure to stop this man, who has desecrated our most sacred sites. I won't repeat a mistake in my haste to correct it. We bar twin elms from Estramoran to protect the ancient places that the builders left behind. The builders left this heritage to us to defend, but they alone had access to it. On this much, at least the 6 tribes agree. These were the words given to the keepers of the stone. Very well. The city is yours to explore. Tell the guard at the gate that you come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass. If the gods have truly returned one of the builders to us, find the Delimgon of Ter Everon in Elm's Reach. If the gods have sent you here with a purpose, the Delimgon will know.
That's it. My position in the Brotherhood gone. I can't believe I just made up new trade terms to the Glanfad and Anamenfad. Postenago. Verus. They have a saying in Biajepe. New gold clears even the oldest debts. If I'm right, all will be forgiven. If not, there's nothing I can do about it now.
Right. Okay, so we've updated that quest. We did the Pellegrina's quest. We can drop her out, I guess, and bring Durant's back, maybe? Because we haven't finished his quest.
Estramore?
Right, okay, fair enough. Huzzah. Got that. Rose, what have you got? You got a task for me as well? Nope, you're yellow. Right, okay, we are going to continue. I'm going to go do Sagani's quest first. All right, let's go. So what happened to all the sound?
Audra Arch, dead ahead. I'll follow you. I always get a strange feeling near the end of a hunt. Like an itch on the end of my nose. I feel like we're close. I am. After all this time. A part of me had already accepted that I'd never find him. That I'd be stuck wandering like this forever. I'll admit, I didn't believe you at first. Still didn't until now. I guess that depends on who he is now. I'd like to think that traveling for 5 years entitles me to give him a solid earful about all of it. But what really matters to someone in Persoc's position? The village he left behind? The family he likely won't remember? You sound like my mother on my wedding night.
Oh, that's not nice. Right, we're actually going to go all the way back. The Redrick's Hold. Nope, I'm going to go Easternwood. There we go. Yes, accept.
Hello.
Look well. See what you have made of me. But see too what great Berith has permitted. I am returned, mind and soul, so that I might be avenged upon my enemies. I have strangled the life from the usurper Kolsch with my own hands. So fell your champion, your great hope. I will not allow my lands to fall into ruin. I will cleanse the scattered god's poison from the blood of my people. I will scour his name from the Deerwood. Berith has blessed me with its favor, and I will be its sword. There will be no more mercy for the heretic, the thief, the charlatan. All will meet with death.
Lava.
Shadow.
Lava will be on seek. Lava.
Dropped him. Hooray. Okay, grieving mother can go. I might as well go back via Cadenure and turn in the quest, the bounty. That's the word for it. Alright, let's get out of town. I'm not overly fussed by Pelagina or Sagani leveling up because once I get their missions done, they're off. Well, Pelagini's mission is done. I can put Durant's back. Yeah, I can put Durant's back in. So, yeah, we'll swing past Cade Newer then. And back out to the wider world. Alright, Pelagin is out. Durant's is in. I'm going to do Hirivas and Grieving Mother yet. I should better pick a Hirivas as well. In fact, I probably could take Hirivas. To remember what his task was.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Greetings.
Hooray! Alright, I mean, I could do more bounties if I really wanted to. I mean, I don't have to, I don't think. Alright, okay. I suppose I could focus on the bounties for a week or two. I think we've opened up most areas of the map now. I mean, we did get permission to go into the rest of Elmshire. And in order to double check we've done all map areas, we should go into every building as well. In fact, I think once we get this next party comp fixed, we'll run back and take care of the trade in Elmshire itself.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Okay, let's check. Hard bargain we'll take care of. There's 4 bounties. We're going to do Hunter Brother at mercy of the tribes. We'll work out to Rivas. I think we'll sub out Pellegrini and bring in Hirivas. So you're out. You're in. And we want to come all the way back to Hearthsong. Alright, we'll try and close this mission out and then call it a night, I think. We've progressed, we finished Act 2, opened up new areas, we've closed out a couple of other missions, tasks as well.
Many blessings, traveler. Hail, Estramore. Many blessings, traveler.
Ooh. Eh.
Hail, Estremor.
Right, he's the person I should really talk to get some stuff.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Ah, okay, well, you get some good stuff. Oh. Okay, I didn't see that he had a yellow name. Come on.
Been a pleasant surprise traveling with you, Haravius.
Nice of you to say that. I was on the road alone for years, and I'm happy to have company for a change.
My part of the country has a saying about Orlans. Face of skin, let him in. Face of hair, best beware. But you're more like a skin-faced Orlan.
Are you fucking kidding me? Well, my tribe has a saying, head of brunette, they're all set. Head of blonde says everything wrong.
Was that bad? I meant it as a compliment.
All right, I think we're now in the right spot. Alright. We'll go convince him to leave. Close this one out. Call it there. And then next week, come back. We'll go into every house that we can. And then push forward into the other parts of Elm's Reach or whatever it is. Twin Elms, I mean. Oh, cool. I got a kitty cat. Ah, poop. You can go. Who had the kitty? I have the kitty.
Well met, friend.
Done. Didn't like that approach, but it got us the solution without him being killed. At least for now.
I'll take a look.
Very major positive. Huzzah. Okay. Gonna save it there. Call it a night. That was pretty decent. We did the Redrick's Hold one. We've progressed Sagani's one. We finished the previous set of bounties. We've done Palagini's one. We're progressing Durant's. Irivas. What is his? Tridiform. There's someone I have to talk to here in Twin Elms. Right. Okay, we are going to call it here then. Right, drop it in the chat, close things out, put the tunes up. it's I'd say it's been a pretty good session. Oh, and we got a trophy for finishing off Act 2. Alright, what do we got next? Next we have Friday, I guess. Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones on Friday night. Then Saturday, back to our Minecraft SMP. Sunday is our giveaway draw, which this week is for a copy of Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town, and also Infamous Second Son. Monday, continuing our Mass Effect hardcore playthrough, and then next Wednesday back here continuing with well, basically all the side quests for Act 3 of Pillars of Eternity. Otherwise, what else we got? I think that's pretty much it. We'll probably try and squeeze in another Just Chatting stream somewhere along the line. I do have to upload the videos from it, and I'm in the process as well of editing another Minecraft video, getting on top of all of that sort of stuff. You want to keep on top of the schedules? Check the socials, mainly Twitter and Insta. Messages go out in both of those before each stream, indicating what, where, when. And the Discord picks those up. The Discord also punches a message out when the stream goes live. So if you want to keep on top of everything, as well as being up on the giveaways, best bet is to hang out on the Discord. Other than that, it's a very good night from me to all of you. And we'll see you all again next stream.